Creating a painting or a work of art is a great way to take a snapshot of a time in your life you'd like to remember. And this fall-inspired painting is exactly that for me, and I wanted to share that with you. Maybe you'll find a little inspiration, or hey, just get creating, right? So I'm starting off with that white crayon, thinking about the little curls that pumpkin vines kind of make. We'll create some texture with that here. And we're going to reach for some orange. We're going for those traditional fall colors. Real loose, wet strokes here. Grabbing different shades. That one's a little bit of a darker orange. And just getting paint on paper. Just looking at those pretty colors and just seeing what they look like. As long as you're in the orange family, they'll all blend real nice. I'm going for lighter values and darker values and letting the crayon kind of repel some of that paint and water away. Now this color here is surprising. It doesn't look too great on a palette, but look at that. Did you expect it to be that bright? Because I didn't. It's so yellow. I'm going for these like sepia type browns here. And using a little pad there to check out the color, make sure it's something I want. And those are going to look real nice with the oranges. I'm just thinking about what fall colors come to mind. Thinking about that Charlie Brown and pumpkin patches and all those memories and the leaves and how they change. And just grabbing paint that reminds me of that and throwing it down. I have no concept of what this is going to be. I'm just having fun with it. I'm going to reach for some green here. We got to have some of that growth, some of that vine, some of those plants. Got to mix that in and see how they play. Now orange and greens can look real good together, but they don't always blend the best. So I'm not going to mix them in too much, but I am going to have green kind of pushed in there, but not moved around too much. I don't want it to get too muddy. Darker greens. I actually really like that one. And as they blend there, they get that kind of a natural, kind of earthy tone, which I like. And just using the shape of the brush too to make some fun shapes. And just have fun. This is abstract. It should be fun. And here's one of my favorite tools. I got this small razor blade. I'm gonna make little lines and kind of draw with it with those little puddles of paint. They'll create some cool things for us to look at later. Whenever I see a big puddle, I'm like kind of using that as a drawing tool, that razor blade. This is actually the last piece of paper in this what is it, palette of papers? I'm just having fun. Just coloring, dragging paint, pushing real light on the paper to get some indentations. And I keep thinking about those little curls, so I'm doing little curls and see what those look like later once it dries. And just kind of have faith and hopefully, when this dries, it's going to look real pretty. So putting some lines in, so even though we don't see them now, they'll show up. And we'll see that in a little bit. Taking the salt here, and that'll create some cool texture. I'm going to sprinkle it around the sides and the bottom here, and a little bit over here. Not everywhere, just in some spots. It won't be special if the whole thing is salt. And let it dry. Oh, I love that. I love it when it comes out all nice. I'm taking this gold Signo pen and just doing some light scribbles, little gold lines. I think the gold's gonna look real nice with the colors here. And I'll grab this white Signo pen as well, do some light lines. I'm actually really liking what the white's doing. It's creating a contrast between these colors here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go more with that gold. I'm going to grab this brush. This one came with the Mei Liang palette that I'm using. It's actually a really nice round brush. It's surprisingly a very good brush. Now every brush gives you a different stroke once you dip it. So I'm going for these thicker rounded edges instead of the pointed oval brush. And since I have a lot of yellows and oranges here, I can go a little bit heavier with the gold accents. I really like this gold. You can be heavier with this. It's a fall color. Just here and there and anywhere that makes you happy. And gold gives it a bit of elegance, a little bit of something fancy to look at. Kick it up a notch. Yeah, I can do some framing here. Here's a little mat. I like to get an idea of how that looks and the different orientations. Like I always say, just because you painted a painting a certain way doesn't mean you can't rotate it and say, hey, you know what, it looks better this way. All my paintings are pretty flexible in that way. I'm really liking the way that looks. That's pretty cool. A lot of different weight there, huh? Each one looks different. And speaking of frames, I couldn't help myself with that gold frame. But then again, I thought, this black is pretty cool too. I just can't make up my mind. I might go with the gold. And that's that. In the cabinet, and there it goes. I hope you enjoyed watching me paint, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.